All right, everyone. Welcome back to Workbench Wednesday. As you can see, the bench is covered. I was in the middle of the Terranaut teardown that I'm doing, and now I'm doing the next episode of putting it all back together with my upgrade parts. So here we are. I'm not moving any of this because I don't want to lose anything. Don't have a lot going on than this right now. I did successfully engrave a pumpkin with my logo. A couple test spots there, but did okay. That was the first time trying to do that. There's a CO2 laser. It's a 30 watt, something I got for free, and I fixed up and got going. Let's see. Is there anything else new? I did the review on the MG11. Got a little bit farther with that, so that's kind of nice. Found out a few more things. Still waiting on FlySky to get back to me about info on that. About the lighting control and the Bluetooth app and everything. Still would be nice to get that app going, because it looks like it's going to be very helpful to have that app going, but still nothing from them. I tore down the Jolly Green, and yeah, we got some warpage going. So I'm going to bring this to a buddy's metal shop and hopefully get these straightened out as much as possible. I can straighten them a good amount here, but he has some actual metal tools that I think will help out a lot. But so if I line up this front area here ish, they all sort of line up, but they're tweaked. Like something is bent here. Something, oh yeah, you can see it a little better now. Yeah, now that I'm straightened, so you can see it there. This one is definitely lower. That's what it looked like too. It looked like this was dipping down. Pretty sure it's bent right around here. So what I want to do is maybe bolt it together as I go down. Put a bolt here. Put a bolt here. Put a bolt here, and see where it's bent, I think, and then straighten out a little bit as much as possible, and then I'll brace it afterwards. There's definitely some warpage there. I can see like a wave here, and then it's tweaked that way, which that's not too bad, but it's more the waves. Like this is twisted a little bit and bent. But yeah, nothing else broke. I did have a shock come apart, but that was actually before that big tumble. If anyone saw the video, I was on a smaller hill, more like the rock wall of the mine, and it tumbled over like this way, and it landed on that corner, I think. And it actually didn't break the shock really. It just ripped out the screw that holds the cap, like the rod end onto the cap. So I'm just going to put in a new screw and hopefully that'll work. If not, sure I can figure out some kind of rod end. I got extra shock steel. I can always take one off of there for now and go, and make it work. But that was all that broke. I was very surprised. It's still covered in mica. Actually, I have it in a bin right here, so I don't lose any parts. Oh boy. But yeah, it's all right there. Did it on. I took it apart while on a live with the Shop Mini RC, talking to Ken, hanging out, and it didn't take too long. I was very surprised. So hopefully, we can get that going again soon. Really like driving that truck, so it'd be nice to get that back together. I've decided on this that I am going to remove the back section. That's all the stuff that's not going back on. The winch isn't going on. The fenders, like they're on the rear. There's like a back little, fifth wheel hitch slide and all that stuff, or whatever you call it, fifth wheel, semi trailer, whatever. And I'm gonna put the Arctos bed on the back. Probably not gonna have this though. I want to make it so the Arctos can fit on here. So I have another bed, which it's the same thing. And I think I'm just gonna omit this section and leave it here, just how it is, and figure out how to put it on. And then I might have to make. I don't even really need these. I think this is for like the Arctos fits on it perfectly, if I remember correctly, in the rock van. But if I need to keep these, I will make like a version of this right here, because it clips into this usually, like that. I'll make like a little half one, I think. Maybe like a little bump stop, because the wheels of the Arctos go right up to the edge. So maybe I can make like a little, like this, but longer, and on the end have that little nub up against there, so it doesn't look like a little nub and nothing in the middle. And I'll maybe make it mount to like some of these holes to kind of, I'll do like this one, and like these three to kind of you know, get rid of the holes a little bit. But I think that'll be good looking. I think I'm going to use the black one because it's contrasting, like black and gray. Whereas I have a gray one that was off my son's Arctos, but it's like close to the gray, but it's not the same. And I don't want it to look like oh, he was trying to match the gray, but it's not right, you know. But I figured, you know, flatbeds a lot of times are a different color than the truck. And I think this will be fine, especially being black. It's just kind of universal. So that'll be nice to do. So that's the plan for that. Let's see. I painted a body. This is the T-Hunter body. And I had put it on the Red Cat Ascent. If I have a picture, I'm pretty sure I got a picture of it. I'll put it up here, what it looked like on it, with the Outrunner hanging out the back and everything. It looked pretty cool. The fenders were hitting a lot, and I really didn't want to trim out these fenders, because if I take these fenders off, I think it looks I think it's going to look a little goofy. So I went with purple because it's a purple Outrunner, purple Viper Outrunner on it, so I figured it kind of just ties it together. And yeah, it worked pretty good. I made my own little clip, so it's clipped onto the stock front little Red Cat hinge, and then I had these little magnet things, and they just were double side taped onto the slider on there. So, and then I was able to just put this body. I ended up putting the stock body back onto it. I didn't want to lift the truck anymore, but I was hitting this fender bad, and I didn't want to bring it back farther anymore because I thought it was going to look too goofy in the wheel well. It was already pretty centered, but if I kept moving it forward, it just didn't want it to look goofy, you know. But I'll hopefully I had a picture of it, and I'll put it up there. I did clean up the bench at one point last week, and then this all happened, and everything is everywhere again. I think I'm just going to end it here on this one. It'll be a really short one today. I didn't have anything come in that's new for parts. I don't believe. Haven't really ordered much. Oh, one thing. If you have an axial Helium, the front axle housing from Treal that's red is on sale for 50% off. And then the rear, I think it's like green, blue, silver, and red are also on sale for 50% off, but not the black one, for whatever reason. And the red skid is on sale for 50% off. I ended up ordering the front axle housing. And then I ordered the center skid. Then I'm like, you know, I really don't want it aluminum. So I ended up canceling that. But I got the red front housing coming for $84 instead of $170 it usually is, I think. It's a pretty good steal there. Yeah, I got nothing else really. That's about it. It's been kind of, I've just been trying to finish up a few things. I have an overview of the LC80 I just finished. I think going up Monday or Friday. I can't remember which one I have it scheduled for. Monday or Friday. I can't remember what video is going what. I think the teardown's on Friday and the overview is on Monday. I can't remember how I have it. But that is that should be it. So I will see you on the next one, I guess. If you have any comments, you know, maybe on like the color situation. Actually, I guess I should probably show you. If you have any comments or anything, like say like this, like see the grays aren't, you know, in the camera, those almost look the same, I think, but they are not. Trying to show. This one's a little darker. This one has like a little bit more of a, I don't want to say green, but there's definitely a tint to it that's like organic-y. But this is definitely more gray, like blah gray, which is fine. There, maybe right there you can see the difference. Oh, there you go. You can see this one's like darker, kind of gray, and this is more like organic-y, greenish gray or something. So I think it'd look goofy like that. So I think the black would just be better suited for it. Kind of break up the color too. One thing I didn't really care for was that, and I understand it's because it's a military truck and that's how they do it. I didn't really care that everything was all one color. Because I kind of want to go through after I finish up with most of this and maybe paint some of these bolts like either silver or black or something. I'm not sure what, like this is a vent. These are vents, but I think the panels would all be the same color, but I kind of want to maybe dab all these bolt holes black or silver. I have no idea what these would even be. It's odd. I think these are supposed to be like a light, but there's no light in it. Just want to break it up a bit. And then I thought about weathering it, but I am not good. I've never tried weathering it, and I'm afraid to weather. So, anyways, but I think that's about it. Do you have any comments, suggestions, or anything? Leave them down below. I'll see you on the next one.